Hi, everyone. Welcome back to GC365. I am Kara, the children's pastor at Woodinville, and today I have with me Jodi Wilson. She volunteers. She does the welcome table at Woodinville. She's a good friend of mine. I love her so much. She has so much insight about literally everything. So I'm surprised it took me this long to have you on.
Oh, thank you.
I'm excited. I'm excited to hear what you have to say about today's verses.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's jump right in.
Okay.
The first part. Let's talk about all the sacrifices.
Wow.
All of the things that they had to do.
Whole lot of stuff.
I'm so thankful that we don't have to do that anymore.
Right. I know. Not to mention just the bringing this and cleaning this and then the sacrifice starts with the 60.
Right.
Wow.
And you have to like clean yourself. Then you have to clean the temple.
Yep.
And then you have to bring the things. And then you have to
at one point it was like
things.
16 days just to clean the temple. I'm like, okay,
16 days.
It's a lot. I'm just, grateful.
Imagine if you had to clean your house, but it didn't take a couple hours. It took 16 days.
Right.
That's like hoarder status. Right? Yes. Like
that is.
Yes, but it was all
that
for
would be exhausting.
It would be exhausting.
So grateful. Yeah. That
so thankful.
We just come whenever
you just show up.
We show up.
That's all you
God
have
meets
to
us.
do. I know.
It's amazing.
It's so much better. Thanks, Jesus.
Yeah.
Got our backs. Oh, that's all I have for that though. Do you have anything else?
Yeah, I want to focus on the next one.
Me too.
That's the biggie for me.
That was the big one, I think, for both of us.
Yeah.
We talked about criticism is what
the
this
danger
is about.
of criticism.
Not just criticizing in general, but like how dangerous it can be.
Danger is in front of it. So you know it's bad.
Yes.
Right from the get-go.
Right. And you actually looked up the definition of criticism.
I did.
I want you to read that.
Yeah. Definition of criticism is the expression of disapproval of someone or something on the basis of perceived faults or mistakes. So you're just basically making an assumption, right?
Right.
Or which if you don't know the definition of assume, then you need to ask somebody.
Right.
Because it's not good.
No. Well, especially like when you criticize someone, you're basing it off of your own feelings and not actual like facts.
Right.
Or anything.
Well, or just what God has spoken to you.
Right.
So, okay.
Which is different.
Totally different. And this is the thing. This is my big hot button, if you will. Criticism and judgment in the church is like the thing that I think keeps people from going to church. It's the thing that
100%.
You can, who wants to walk into a church if they think everybody has it all together?
Right.
But definitely who wants to walk into church being themselves when someone's like, oh my goodness, what's going on here?
Right.
And just immediately
like,
starts.
Oh, you wear purple?
Wow. Yeah, it's like this. Okay, so hey, Kara. Yeah. Hey, God told me, hey, last week he told me not to eat macaroni and cheese anymore.
Okay.
I saw you eating macaroni and cheese last week.
Yeah, I love it. It's so good. Delicious.
Well, why are you eating macaroni? God told me not to eat macaroni and cheese.
Right.
And you're eating macaroni and cheese.
God didn't tell me that, so I still eat it.
Well, I don't know if that's the right thing to do. So
like it's so silly.
It is. It's that silly. And
I agree.
Yeah. Okay. So listen, this is another thing. When you are criticizing someone, basically saying, hey, okay, stop right there. Let's look. We got one finger pointed there and we got three fingers pointed here.
Yep.
And that's what we do. And we completely put ourselves on this pedestal of
I'm better than you.
I heard from God and this is for everybody, but it's just so wrong. And why do we do that? Why do you think we do that?
That's a good question. See, I don't know.
Okay. Well, I was like thinking about it today. I think we do that a lot of times to make ourselves feel superior.
Right. Better than.
Or maybe that we hear God better than someone else.
So then maybe more people will come to us because they're like, oh.
Yeah, or we're more holy because, I heard God on this. But so I need everybody now to just do what I'm doing. That's so not Jesus.
No,
it's
that's
not God in any way, shape, or form. Okay, God speaks to people differently, right?
Everybody's different.
Well, yes, and there are biblical principles that we need to abide by.
Correct, yep.
And biblical truths, but convictions from the Holy Spirit is literally different for different people.
Yep.
I mean, someone could hear something, but I'm not feeling convicted on that. So do I
Right.
need to immediately change my
No.
life and go, hey, I'm going to do
Absolutely
that
not.
too?
No.
No.
But if you feel convicted about it, but then you don't change,
Right. Well,
that's the problem.
That's sin.
Yep. That's
mean,
just straight sin.
Actually, it's interesting. I read today in that, so blessed are those who, I can't remember the exact words. Blessed are those who basically don't feel wrong about what they're doing.
Right.
Right.
Right. Because that means God hasn't convicted them
Right.
that they're doing anything wrong.
Right. But not so right
No.
if you are convicted. And so the basis of it is not our job
Right.
to point out your problems
No.
or your problems.
No.
It's
God's job.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. I'm growing up, my mom would always say, like, it's not your job to criticize other people. It's not your job either to decide if they're going to go to heaven or hell.
right.
That's God's job.
Yeah.
You have nothing to do with it.
Nope.
All you do is show God's love. That's it.
Right. And also, too, showing God's love. So when we start criticizing and condemning and bringing all that icky, yucky stuff,
Yeah.
doesn't make anyone feel good about themselves.
No.
And what I've told my kids from day one is, be Jesus with skin on.
Yes.
We hear it all the time. What would Jesus do? But it's
Right.
actually true. What would
Right.
Jesus do? Does he want to walk around making everybody feel less than?
Right. Or uncomfortable. Right. No.
And especially people that don't know the Lord per se.
Right.
If someone walks in the church, let's get really real. If someone walks in the church and, I don't know, let's say they are high on drugs or something.
Right.
Okay. Man, that person needs to be in church. The last thing they need is you
Jesus.
walking up to them going, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
what are you doing here? And then,
Or even have them see, even if you don't walk up to them, you walk up to everybody around you.
Yeah.
And talk about it with
Right.
this person, that person, this person, and they see it all happen.
and spreading dissension and
That's
yucky.
just as bad.
Right. It is.
Because then they see it and they're like, oh, why would I be here?
Yep.
Who is this Jesus guy?
Yep.
Yikes. I don't think I need to go to church. And then they leave.
Yep.
And then who knows where they go or what happens.
I know.
Don't like that.
So yeah, we get an opportunity to
Mm-hmm.
bless people and bring joy and kindness into people's life. And I
Yes.
really do believe this is one of the biggest, and I don't want to be like false of the church, but
Right.
it is something that we really need to get better at, because I think that we have a tendency to show up and be all like, hey, I'm looking so good. I don't have any problems.
Yes.
But yet we're so quick to
Judge others
criticize.
for
Yeah.
whatever may be
Yeah.
going on in their lives
Yeah.
without maybe looking a little bit
Yeah.
deeper
Yeah.
in our own life.
The log in your eye.
Right. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
speck in your eye.
Don't judge someone's.
Take the log out of your
Yeah.
eye.
Take the log out of your own eye when there's like a little stick.
Right.
Someone
Right.
else's life. That's true.
Yeah.
My dad would quote that Bible verse
I
to
know.
me all the time.
It's a
Kara,
good
quit
one.
being rude.
No, it's good. I mean, really, just treat people with kindness. You don't know.
Right.
You don't know where people are at. You don't know
Right.
what process. And Brian says it all the time.
Yep.
We're in a process, and everyone's in their own
Yes.
process. Everyone's at a different stage.
Yes.
So please don't come in on the,
on your
10th
100th
mile marker.
Right. Right. And they just started.
Right. They might
Right.
have just started.
Yep. Don't jump to any conclusions.
And it's not your job.
No, it's
to
not.
help them move along faster.
Nope.
God will do it.
That's
Trust me,
right.
God will do it.
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes, he will.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
You're the best.
Yeah, I love you.
Love you. Join
Thanks.
us tomorrow. Have a good day.